and welcome back to Bubble Land.
My bubbles.
My bubbles. So yeah, there's a couple of hidden chests here that you gotta do a bit of finagling to get. It's not
Just a little bit of finagling, not a whole lot of finagling.
no, actually for the most part it is just minor amounts, but there is one part in particular that's kind of annoying to do. And I think I buggered up. Yes, I did. Back up we go.
Figures you'd screw up.
Can't remember if either of these actually send me to where I usually want to go. Okay, no they don't. Those are both red herrings, people, as you can see. Let me back up. Thankfully, they're not very long red herrings. Oh my god. Unless you jump into one by accident. Game. As I was going up to jump onto the one platform, it's just Sora's head bumped right into it.
Sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, you see the treasure, the water over there.
And the things, and the hoo and the hoy and the.
Yeah.
You get that one?
Can.
As long as we get the jump right.
Yep.
Yay! More puppies.
Puppies.
Puppies. Fire truck.
Curiosity. How many do we have saved now? 81. So close.
What do we get for getting all of them again?
Complete gummy collection. And the last arrow spell upgrade.
And that's the one that we want.
Yeah. And
Because at this point, I could not care less about gummies and parts.
at this point, maybe. But it is fantastic for building your ship.
Oh yeah, if we had the time to go through all this other stuff the way that we normally would, I would be happy to sit down and build up a gummy ship and everything the way we were supposed to. But
Yeah. I also shouldn't say the complete gummy collection. It's the complete
vessel,
gummy
no help
collection,
from the Heartless.
except for the ones that you can still find in
How'd
chests.
you get here?
yeah,
I simply
he's crushed skinny man's skull.
nothing more to it. When our world fell into darkness, Belle was taken from me. I vowed I would find her again, no matter what the cost. I believed I would find her. So here I am. She must be here. I will have her back!
Take her if you can.
God, Riku, you're a douche now?
You are such a dick. Still not as much of a dick as John, but you're a dick.
Yep.
Stop!
So, you finally made it. About time. I've been waiting for you.
No, you haven't.
We've always been rivals, haven't we?
And soon we're going to be
You've
gay
always
lovers
pushed me.
instead.
Because I've always
Hey,
pushed
Sora,
you.
look! I have boobs now!
But it all ends here. There can't be two Keyblade Masters.
Well,
What are you talking
About
about?
that.
you guys
Let
kind
the
of fly in the
Keyblade
face
choose.
of things afterwards. But
It's true master.
One master, one apprentice.
always two there are.
Maleficent was right. You don't have what it takes to save Kyrie. It's up to me. Only the Keyblade Master can open the secret door and change the world.
What's it on Kyrie's
But
secret
that's
door?
impossible. How did this happen? I'm
Funny,
the one who
he's
fought
got a
my
key
way
for her
here with the
keyhole.
Keyblade.
You were just the delivery boy. Sorry, your part's over now.
Now, in a
Here,
funny way,
Go play hero
this
with
is actually very correct.
Yep.
Because by the time the Keyblade had arrived, Riku was already unfit for it, so it passed to Sora. And Riku was the one who actually had it passed on to him by Terra. So Sora's in that unique position of having a Keyblade but never having it passed on to him legitimately.
Yeah. I just love how Donald and Goofy just ditch him.
I know, right?
Like, there's not even a this isn't right kind of a moment for them. There's not even like a second's hesitation hardly.
A soldier only has one thing, Jack. His loyalty to the mission. Oh, fuck, I just hit myself with feels.
I just hit myself with
Hey,
Rose.
don't move. You're hurt.
How Rose?
Why?
Because I was just reminded of that.
Did you?
How are you reminded of that when I quoted the boss?
I came.
Because it's just
To
mentioning
fight
Jack.
for love.
I don't know. Well, I know Jack is
And it's time to let her rip.
is Raiden's name. I associate Jack so much more with Big Boss now.
Oh god, I just realized it's up for KH2 we'd have to redub it to Metal Gear Rising music. Is that a make it happen sound?
Me too. I'm not gonna give up now.
You realize
I
that
came
we'd
here to
actually
find
have to
someone
do
very
it for
important
this
to me.
one in part because this is the one with the Maleficent fight, and we'd have to do that to Mistral's music. Beast is actually a beast. Like, he, despite the fact that you don't get much to use with for this section because, yeah, Beast is actually a really good substitute. He will just go around and one-shot things for you, which is great.
Which we're gonna need.
A lot for the first bit. This one.
Bubble?
This one. Yeah. I'm sorry for going all the way back down, guys. I forgot to get this one. But here we are.
Bubble. Bubbly,
Tap, tap.
bubbly. Life Aquatic with Sora.
And also, because some of them aren't as OP now, Gravira is going to be your best friend for dishing out in this place. Because even if your magic's lacking a bit, at least you can do % base damage with it.
And any damage will be good.
Yeah.
God, it's been so long since I've played this game. It's almost like a fresh game at this point. Like it's the I recognize these things, I remember the basics of it, but the nitty gritty stuff is just completely gone.
When we get Gravisia, things get really fun. Well, okay, I shouldn't say really fun because Hollow Bastion ends up buffing a lot of the enemies, but you get your magic high enough, especially when you use Keyblades like Diamond Dust, and Gravisia just starts one-shotting things. And in some cases, including defenders.
Oh god.
You really have to do like a balls-out MP build for it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you can actually make it happen.
That's great.
Was it? Yeah, it is that way. Yeah, because that door is locked. So that's why you want to use Gravisia. Because then you get that.
And a big ass Lucid Crystal.
Yep. Now that said, they do dumb down a lot of the encounters here for you until you get your stuff back, so it's not all bad. Reactor.
Trying to shortcut it.
There's a way to do this, and I just can't quite remember it. Can I actually? Maybe not. Reactor. Yeah, I'll just come back over here now. We'll do this proper.
Alright.
You actually don't need to call this elevator either. I'm pretty sure you can actually just drop down and it accomplishes the same thing, but yeah, let's call the elevator. Why not? And just kind of say those guys. I love how Beast just shouts out, "Step aside!"
Yes. Oh, Beast is awesome. For as much as the Stockholm Syndrome thing can be accused.
I always find that overanalyzation of Disney movies kind of funny. Like,
It's funny and it's sad at the same time if someone starts to take it too seriously is what happens there.
yeah. Like, I do it to a point when I'm looking at what they're actually legitimately marketing to, like, again, with the whole Frozen thing.
Yeah.
Or with Maleficent. But when you're just jokingly doing it, then yeah, it's kind of amusing. These crystals, I forgot to actually touch the other one, but they call those out. I have a strange feeling, because of the way this is designed, that they were either expecting a potential sequence break, or the player to severely derp out on equipping high jump and glide, because
you don't really need those.
Because they effectively give you that push block there so that you can jump up here with a normal jump. All of these are normal jumps, and everything here can be reached without glide. So I really feel like, in fact, I think you could actually, I think you can get over there with high jump and glide too.
They probably have this set up so that you can essentially do this regardless. I think the intent is. Yeah,
I get the feeling that what happened in playtesting is somebody was trying to figure out how to get past here and never caught the actual thing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Never caught that they had to high jump and glide, or they were accommodating challenge run people. But I kind of doubt that theory. It's not that did happen a little bit later. They understood how challenge run people worked and what they wanted to do it, but also you need Beast in a few locations here. So it's good to get some of the side stuff out of the way.
You need him to Hulk out.
Basically. So it's good to have him for some of the side stuff.
I love that with the completely non-magic weapon now, he's opening up the chest the same way.
Yep. I think that was it. It was just that one chest, right? Yeah. And unfortunately, this area is going to tease you heavily too, because you're going to see a bunch of Trinity marks that you can actually open up, but you can't, that you can use, but you can't do it yet. And this one. Or no, wrong one.
Cool.
I wanted the other one. That's my bad. All in all, Hall of Bastion's actually a cool area, but it sort of drags on once you get to the lift section.
It really does.
Having to go through those full animations instead of making them skippable was sort of a silly thing to do for the remake. I understand in the first game because nothing was skippable, but they should have really made those ones.
Yeah. Well, there's some weird things that they left in, like again the glitch for the Hercules fight for the time trial that you can.
Yes, also folks, if you're having trouble with the Hercules fight, like especially because most of the time you will get to that fight with maybe 30 seconds left on the clock for a massive gimmick fight, what you do is press start right when the fight begins and hit restart, and when the fight starts back up again, the timer will be frozen. And I have the feeling that that's actually the intended way for the timer to be, because they know that Hercules is a gimmick fight. So that's what it seems like to me, because there's no reason why they wouldn't have fixed that otherwise.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like that it sucked trying to do that fight without.
I bet you somebody's done it. Like, if somebody's done it, picture perfect run, but that's practically what you need to have the time to take
I'm trying to remember if I managed to do that one without glitching or not in my game when I played on the original. Because I know I did all the time trials and whatnot for that playthrough. I did a good chunk of stuff for that game and almost 100%ed it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you did get all the Trinity stuff, because I remember you got the extra video for it.
Yeah.
This part is really silly. I don't get this part, because it makes it look like you have a maze puzzle, but you actually don't have a maze puzzle. It's a linear puzzle. You follow the button presses and that's it. I just don't understand what the point to this was. Like, if they had actually made this a puzzle, okay, but it's perfectly linear.
I think that's one of those weird ones where they had the idea for something and they probably, like, at the last second couldn't fully implement it.
Yeah, and like you can see it in a couple areas here. Like, there's another button there, but you can't actually get to it. Like, you never get the option to get to it, and there's one over there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, it likely was that this was supposed to be like a proper outdone maze area, and then it just got left in for no reason.
The other possibility is that maybe in playtesting it was determined that it was too much of a pain.
Yeah, because at the time we were marketing this for kids.
Well, there's that, and then there's also the aspect of that the puzzle might have needed tweaking to make it more readily solvable without being
Also, if you're having trouble with that elevator, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Without like completely sacrificing it. But at the same time, once again, development constraints being what they are.
Yeah, which is entirely likely. Also, gravity makes defenders able to be hit from the front or anywhere, basically, so...
Well, when you get squished into the ground to a two-dimensional object.
Yep.
I don't think there was anything.
Oh yeah, this was just looking across at that other area. It's honestly weird here. There's just a few parts that you sort of have to watch out for. And then you just get to reverse the process because the game hates you. Actually, I didn't have to do that one, but now
Meh. We won't do this half-assed.
it is done now. What is done cannot be undone.
Too late, button push. He's all, let me through. Come on, man, open up.
I can't jump.
He starts pawing at it like a cat.
Gary, it's reverse day. Oof. That show has way too much packed into it.
It really does. It's one of those freaky things where it's, at one front it is something utterly mindless and then so ridiculously clever at the same time.
And I think one of the most famous ones was with SpongeBob dressed up as a pirate, and he has his 2 bars of soap in his hand, and he says, "Look, Gary, doubloons. Don't drop them." And he winks.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like.
Oh, the shit animators will get away with sometimes.
Well, you gotta figure, again, this comes back to the argument of what do we do to make this show at least mildly entertaining for the poor adults who have to watch it with their kids?
Yep.
And then you have the adults quietly snickering in their corner at what just got snuck past the censors.
Nothing. I don't think anything will ever top Animaniacs for that.
Oh man, I don't think anything really ever tops Animaniacs or Freakazoid for that matter.
Yeah. Oh God, Freakazoid's another one. There's one that was unfortunately short-lived, in my opinion.
Yeah. Animaniacs lasted a bit longer.
Oh, Animaniacs lasted a long time. Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventure went on for like a couple years.
Yeah.
They went for a good long time. Actually, I wonder. Since I have access to the Wikipedias and now I've gone and made my sorry self curious.
Our Princess Bondage.
Yeah. Anyone else having flashbacks to the Lego movie?
Oh god.
It's the Master Builders.
It's basically true, actually, after a fashion.
And now you're picturing Maleficent voiced by Will Ferrell.
No.
Reveal to me the keyhole.
Handsome. Honestly, Hall of Ashen is some of my favorite bits in the game, too.
99 episodes over 5 seasons for Animaniacs.
Woo. It was a really popular show.
Yeah, so they ran Fox Kids 93 to 95, and then on the WB from 95 to 99.
Yeah, and I don't think I ever saw much of it on Fox Kids. I'm pretty sure most of the time it was on WB.
Freakazoid
Be on your guard.
got 2 seasons.
They're close. I can feel
That's
it.
decent.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
Pinky and the Brain got 4 seasons and 65 episodes.
Yeah.
And
Also, this troll.
that troll.
Son of a bitch.
And Tiny Toon Adventures 3 seasons at 100 episodes as Beast rages the fuck out.
I feel sorry for that shadow.
Quit while you can.
That shadow is in
No,
trouble.
not without Kyrie.
The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness may destroy my body, but it can't touch my heart. My heart will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ah!
And again, Donald and Goofy just... Oh, thank you.
Go anywhere.
You'd betray your king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, because he's become one of my best buddies after all we've
I like
been
that it
through
didn't
together.
last that
Yeah.
See you
long.
later,
Because it was like,
Donald.
yeah,
Can
they
you
wanted to
tell the
continue on
king
their
I'm
mission,
really
but the moment that
sorry?
Riku came to actually be harming Sora, it was like, okay, no, this stops. And this is kind of a feelsy scene.
Yep. Sorry,
Guess you're
Riku.
stuck with us, Sora.
He's got
Thanks
better
a lot.
friends.
Donald, Goofy,
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart.
I was gonna say a wooden sword, but alright. I mean, if you want to rip
What
your heart
will
out and
that
throw it
weak
at
little
someone.
thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak,
Cardio
it's not
Doken!
alone. It's grown with each new experience.
Also, I
and
kicked
it's found a
Riku's
home
ass
with all
with
the
that wooden
friends I've
sword. I
made.
bet I could do it again despite having Soul Eater.
Bitch, I beat you with this sword.
And if
I
they
can
think of me
do it
now and then,
again.
if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends
As
are my
Walt
power.
is my witness.
The Jews shall burn. I mean...
Oh, we're doing that, are we? Oh, too bad. So sad.
That
Has
said,
someone been found unworthy?
that said, Riku can be a kind of dangerous fight. You have to be careful with him. This one isn't too bad.
Yeah. I just find it funny, like how much emphasis they put onto Riku afterwards.
Well, the thing is that to me, Riku is Sasuke done right.
Yeah.
This is the character that you dragged through the mud and then gave them really, like, a really good comeuppance afterwards, like a solid. This character went through all that shit and now he's actually getting
Yeah.
his just desserts for actually writing himself.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's really good to do that.
Yeah, not to mention you did it before he hit the point of no return, unlike someone else.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, Riku ended up betraying Sora, but he still, at least to some degree, was doing the right thing. Like, he had found Kyrie.
Yeah.
So there are some arguments to be made.
Well, in the case of Riku's situation here, it is horribly misguided at some point. And let's face it, he needed a cricket on his shoulder.
Yeah, but his cricket, he did have a cricket on his shoulder. It just happened to be one that could transform into a dragon.
Yeah. Wrong cricket.
But that's my point, though, is that's kind of what happened.
Yeah.
Both shoulders were taken up by a dragon. By a Dargan.
By a Darkin. And now all I'm seeing is Riku having an argument with his shoulder angel and devil a la Kronk. Oh god, if they make an Emperor's New Groove world for that, they have to have a shoulder devil and shoulder angel for Sora and Riku. Get on it, Square Enix. If anybody on your team can understand English for your writing staff, you have to do this.
Actually, we can do that. Because we can have Donald be the shoulder devil and Goofy be the shoulder angel. And then for Riku, you can have Ansem, Seeker of Darkness for the shoulder devil and Mickey for the shoulder angel.
That'd work.
And it would fit perfectly.
And there's that white trinity.
But, so just because I'm a black...
We are not playing the race card with trinity abilities.
So, really quick, we're making a quick couple of detours, guys.
Actually, that's time for us anyways.
Is it time for us?
That's time for us.
Alright, well, we're going to collect a couple of things. Actually, I'll just show you guys right now since we do have it. Since we gotta call it anyway, I may as well go collect that. Come on, die. Well, we started a bit late. We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes. We got
Yeah, I
time.
got time.
As long as this guy stops being in trouble. At least we're back on track now for doing damage again.
Yep. What's this? We have our main weapon back again?
Yeah. So first we're going to come back down here. And some of you might have noticed it. There is a White Trinity right over here.
Right, yeah.
Right now. You know, as a kid, I was always disappointed at what the White Trinity was, because I thought it was going to be something else cool, like the Trinity charge and all that.
Well, the funny thing is, like you get the Trinity jump, then you get the Trinity charge. I think is the most like visually striking one. The Trinity push is like, okay, so you pushed a few blocks, and then the White Trinity is like,
well, you forgot the Trinity ladder, which is the green one.
Oh yes, and the Trinity ladder.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, the Trinity push one is a totally side one.
Yes.
So, out of all the White Trinities that you should go revisit, we'll do the rest off screen. But the moment you get that White Trinity, especially with this build, you go to fucking Wonderland. If you don't, I will find you.
Is this
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go get it.
Is this a certain something with an O in its name?
No.
Okay.
That's until that's actual story events that we get that.
Okay, right.
Yeah. But that is another one that we follow up with because it is a wonderful, wonderful thing to have.
Almost as wonderful as a Tigger?
Pretty close. Pretty close. It's
that's pretty damn awesome.
It is. I'll grant that. So we're gonna come here. Forgive me for a second because it's been a little bit since I've been to this area. But,
all of about 15-20 minutes.
Well, it's been a bit since I've actually done this proper.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of just searching around aimlessly before, but I think we want this door.
Let's be honest, I still hate Wonderland.
Well, everybody hates Wonderland. Yep, this is the one. So, I'm gonna clear these assholes out. And you're gonna get to this painting, which if you remember, we activated by lighting the torches.
Sploosh.
Sploosh. And this White Trinity is right here. There's basically one White Trinity in every world. And they've all got a little something special for them. In this scenario... Yes. Lady Luck is basically your late game spellbinder. You finally have a strength upgrade spellbinder. It's wonderful to have. I mean, it's not quite Olympia levels of damage as you can see, but it's 4 strength higher than your spellbinder, 3. And it's really nice to have at this point in the game.
Not to mention you still got your MP boost at that point from spellbinder.
Yeah. What are these guys? Oh, I actually happen to have one of those. Do you drop a Mega Elixir for that? Mithril Shard. Okay, that's decent.
It's something.
So yeah, that's basically it. The rest of them, yeah, you just kind of got to go around and find the Deep Jungle one is in the Butterfly area. Traverse Town was in the Underground Waterway. Agrabah's in the Cave of Wonders. Basically, go get all of those done before you finish off Hollow Bastion, because that's when the Heartless levels get ramped up and you're not going to be able to go and do that easy backtracking anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you can run through the area, but you still have to clear it before you can actually do a Trinity activation, so...
And that's just annoying.
Yep. So here's our save points. We'll save, do the rest off screen, and yeah, call it a day.
Alright, we'll see you back again soon with another episode, hopefully.
Yep.
Otherwise, if schedules don't work out, then I'll be going solo from here on out.
Solo! Come out of there, Solo!